have you learned about F1 in the 4 or 5 years you have been working on the movie? Would you consider yourself an expert by now?
Well, I wouldn't use the term expert, but I definitely have been immersed for the last 4 years. I've been to a lot of races. I've gotten to be right in the middle of the sport, and I love it. I'd like to stay a fan. I'd love to keep going to races. I think I'm a lifer now.
You have had some really tough ones, but would you say this was the hardest shoot you have ever done?
Yeah, this has to be up there at the top. Very complicated, very ambitious in terms of what we set out to do. Shooting at live events was a huge challenge, but the results, hopefully you feel it on screen when you see the film, that we were at the real events. We were shooting, in the middle of a race. We are the 11th team on the grid. And, I just wanted to deliver an authentic experience to the audience.
What was it like working with Lewis Hamilton as a producer and with the Greece drivers during filming? As a Spaniard, I'm especially curious about Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz.
Yes, a huge honor to work with Lewis. He was involved from the very beginning in developing the story and also all the technical details. I couldn't have made this film without him. Fernando Alonso also participated in the film. If you watch closely, he has a nice cameo moment with Sonny Hayes. And in fact, the character of Sonny Hayes is based a little bit on Fernando because he's such a smart, strategic driver. And Carlos also participated in the movie, shot some scenes for the film, and both were just wonderful to us and really supportive of what we were trying to accomplish.
When creating the rivalry between Sonia and Joshua, did you draw inspiration for any real-life rivalries?
I mean, there's so many great rivalries over the years. We drew a little from all of them, from Senna and Prost to, even Hamilton had a rivalry with Alonso at one point. We were able to pull from all of those inter-team moments because that is part of the sport, and it's what makes it so unique.
Also, as a Spaniard, I couldn't help but notice all the Spanish expressions Javier Bardem uses in the movie, especially when he's angry. Was that scripted or improvised?
No, not all of them are scripted. That's Javier as a brilliant actor, feeling the moment. So I'm so glad. You probably notice more than I do because you speak the language. But working with Javier was a dream come true for me.
After the Ford versus Ferrari project with Pitt and Cruz didn't move forward, do you feel like F1 the movie allowed you to finally scratch that itch?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I don't think now looking back, I wasn't ready to make a racing movie back then. I still had things to learn. Top Gun Maverick obviously was a huge innovation in terms of the cameras that we were able to push further with this film. So yeah, I've scratched that itch very well. I'm excited for people to see it.
After F1 the movie, you have got another project with Jerry Bruckheimer, which has been described as All the President's Men with UFOs.
Yes.
Is that an accurate description? Can you share anything more about it?
Very excited. Jerry and I are in the middle of developing a project with some real-life people that are at the center of this very interesting topic, let's say. And yes, it's starting to kind of dream about what it would be like to bring that subject to the big screen.
Thank you so much for the interview and for your time, and congratulations on the film.